You leave the bowl full and walk out guilt-free. But some of the most normal things you do before leaving are quietly stressing, endangering, even shortening your cat's life. And cats hide distress until it's serious. Before you grab your keys again, watch this. Fact number 1. Never leave only one big bowl of water. Most owners think one giant water bowl means their cat is set for the day. The opposite is true. Cats are biologically wired to be suspicious of stagnant water. In the wild, still water near a food source can mean contamination. A single bowl that sits untouched for hours collects dust, hair, and bacteria, and many cats simply refuse to drink from it. Worse, if that one bowl gets knocked over, and curious cats do knock things over, your cat has zero water for the entire time you're away. Dehydration in cats happens faster than people realize, and is a leading contributor to deadly urinary blockages and kidney strain. The fix is simple. Place multiple water sources around the home, ideally away from the food and litter box, and consider a pet water fountain that keeps water moving and fresh. Running water taps into your cat's natural instinct and dramatically increases how much they drink. Fact number 2. Never leave the blinds shut and the room pitch dark. People assume a dark, quiet room helps a cat rest. But cats are not nocturnal, they're crepuscular, most active at dawn and dusk, and they rely heavily on environmental light to regulate their internal clock. A home sealed in total darkness all day can disrupt their circadian rhythm, leading to disorientation, anxiety, and nighttime restlessness that turns into yowling and destructive behavior when you're trying to sleep. On top of that, cats are visual hunters who crave watching the outside world. A window with a view of birds, leaves, and passing people is one of the most powerful forms of enrichment you can offer, completely free. Leaving them in a black box of a room strips away their primary source of mental stimulation. Crack the blinds, give them a window perch, and you transform a boring, empty house into a living, breathing television your cat can watch all day. Fact number 3. Never leave toxic plants, foods, or open trash within reach. This is the silent killer hiding in plain sight. So many common household items are quietly lethal to cats, and a bored cat alone all day will explore them. Lilies are the most dangerous. Even pollen brushed off onto fur and licked can cause fatal kidney failure within days. Other everyday hazards include onions, garlic, chocolate, grapes, raisins, xylitol, and certain essential oils. An unsecured trash can is a buffet of dangers. Chicken bones that splinter, spoiled food, dental floss, and string that can twist intestines, and packaging that can cause choking. When you're home, you'd stop your cat instantly. When you're gone for 8 hours, there's no one to intervene. Before you leave, do a cat eye sweep. Get down low, look at the room from their level, and remove or lock away anything that could poison or choke them. This single habit has saved countless lives. Fact number 4. Never leave without any form of enrichment or toys. A bored cat is not a calm cat. It's a stressed cat. Boredom is one of the leading causes of behavioral problems in indoor cats. Over-grooming until they create bald patches, scratching furniture, excessive meowing, aggression when you return, and even depression. Cats are predators with a deep instinctual need to hunt, stalk, pounce, and problem solve. When you leave them with an empty house and nothing to engage their mind, all that energy curdles into anxiety. The solution doesn't require expensive gadgets. Rotate a small selection of toys so they always feel new. Hide treats in puzzle feeders so your cat has to work for food mimicking the hunt. Leave out crinkle balls, a cardboard box, or a paper bag. Even a few minutes of foraging enrichment can transform a long, lonely day into a series of small, satisfying adventures. Fact number 5. Never leave the litter box dirty. Cats are famously deeply clean animals, and a dirty litter box is one of their biggest sources of stress. If you leave for the day with a box that's already soiled, you're forcing your fastidious cat to choose between using a filthy bathroom or holding it in. Many cats will simply refuse to use a dirty box and start eliminating elsewhere, on your bed, the carpet, the laundry pile. But the bigger danger is health. When cats hold their urine for too long because they won't use a dirty box, it raises the risk of painful urinary tract infections and life-threatening blockages, especially in male cats. The golden rule is 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra, all scooped clean before you walk out the door. A clean box isn't a luxury, it's preventive medicine and a basic act of respect for an animal that values cleanliness above almost everything. Fact number 6. Never leave dangerous gaps, cords, or open windows accessible. Your home is full of hidden traps that only become deadly when no one's watching. Open windows without secure screens are a top cause of high-rise syndrome. Cats lock onto a bird or insect, lose their balance, and fall, suffering catastrophic injuries. Dangling blind cords are strangulation hazards. Loose electrical cords and phone chargers are irresistible chew toys that can cause severe burns or electrocution. Reclining chairs, washing machines, dryers, and dresser drawers are tempting hiding spots that can trap or crush a curious cat. Small gaps behind appliances can wedge a cat in place for hours. The frightening part is that none of these dangers look dangerous until they are. Before leaving, secure all window screens, bundle and hide cords, close appliance doors, and block off tight gaps. Think like a curious cat searching for the perfect hidden adventure, then remove every chance for that adventure to turn tragic. Fact number 7. Never leave the temperature too hot or too cold. We set the thermostat for our comfort, and forget our cats are stuck in that environment for hours with no way to escape it. In summer, a closed-up home can turn into a sweltering oven, and cats are surprisingly vulnerable to heat stroke. They don't sweat efficiently and can only cool themselves through limited panting and grooming. Trapped in a hot room with no shade or airflow, an overheated cat can suffer organ damage or death. In winter, the opposite danger lurks. A cold, drafty house can lead to hypothermia, especially in kittens, seniors, or thin-coated breeds. The right move is to keep your home at a stable, moderate temperature. Ensure good airflow without dangerous open windows. Provide a shaded, cool spot in summer and a warm, cozy bed in winter. And always, guarantee access to plenty of fresh water to help with temperature regulation. Fact number 8. Never leave perishable or wet food sitting out all day. Many owners try to make up for being gone by leaving out a big helping of wet food in the morning, thinking their cat will graze on it throughout the day. But wet and fresh food is one of the fastest things in your home to turn dangerous. Within just 1 to 2 hours at room temperature, and even faster in summer heat, moist cat food becomes a breeding ground for bacteria like Salmonella and Listeria. By the afternoon, that loving bowl of food has quietly transformed into a source of vomiting, diarrhea, and serious gastrointestinal illness. Worse, a hungry cat will often eat spoiled food anyway, and you won't be there to notice the early warning signs. Crusted, dried-out food also becomes unappetizing, leaving your cat underfed and stressed. The smart move is to feed wet food only when you're home to monitor it, and rely on dry food or a timed automatic feeder for the hours you're away. Fresh, safe, portioned food isn't just about nutrition. It's about making sure the meal you leave behind never becomes the thing that makes your cat sick. Fact number 9. Never leave for too long without a check-in. There's a dangerous myth that cats are so independent they can be left alone for entire weekends with just a big pile of food and water. They can't. While cats are more self-sufficient than dogs, they are still social, emotional creatures who form deep bonds with their people. Left alone for more than 24 hours, problems escalate fast. Water runs out or gets contaminated. The litter box becomes unusable. Automatic feeders jam. And most importantly, no one is there to notice an emergency. A cat that suddenly gets sick, has an accident, gets trapped, or develops a urinary blockage can go from fine to fatal in under a day with no one to help. The responsible rule is that no cat should go more than roughly 24 hours without a real human checking in. A trusted friend, a neighbor, or a professional pet sitter who can refill, clean, play, and confirm your cat is genuinely okay. Fact number 10. Never leave without preparing for a real emergency. This is the one almost no owner thinks about until it's too late. What happens to your cat if you don't come home? A car accident, a sudden hospital stay, a flight delay. Life is unpredictable, and a cat alone in a home has no way to call for help. Beyond that, daily emergencies need planning too. Does anyone besides you know where the vet is? Is there an emergency vet number on the fridge? Does a trusted person have a spare key? Is there a clearly visible note with your cat's medical needs, medications, and feeding instructions? Smart owners also use a pet camera to monitor for trouble remotely and keep a small emergency kit ready. Preparing for the worst isn't pessimism. It's the deepest form of love. The cat waiting by your door trusts you completely with its entire world. Make sure that trust is protected, even on the days when things don't go as planned. So before you leave tomorrow, don't rush out on autopilot. Take 5 minutes. Walk through these 10 checks. Look at your home through your cat's eyes. Because the difference between a stressful, risky day and a safe, enriching one isn't luck. It's you, choosing to care even when no one's watching.